Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and this is my review of Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman was my most anticipated film for 2017. Out of all the films that I knew were coming out, including Star Wars, including Logan, I was most pumped for this film. I love Wonder Woman, and I'm so excited that she has finally gotten her own full-length motion picture made for the big screen. But I've got my lasso of truth here that is compelling me to give an honest and truthful review of this film, to put my love for the character and excitement for this movie aside. And being completely honest, this is everything that I wanted it to be. I loved Wonder Woman. So starting off our review with the positives, simply put, this movie does pretty much everything it aims for really well. We got an amazing, beautiful origin story. We got a lovely, hopeful, but not overbearing and not too intrusive to the rest of the story, romance here. We got an awesome, mostly faithful superhero story. And we got a kick-ass action movie that had stakes, that had substance, and that had something to say. There were wonderful comedic beats. This movie creates a wonderful fish-out-of-water film. I mean, this is one of the best fish-out-of-water films I've seen in a very, very long time. We get great humor, we get great action, we get great acting, get great storytelling. This movie is just firing on all cylinders. So to break down a little bit more specifically what this movie does well. First of all, huge kudos to Patty Jenkins, because the direction in this film is fantastic. This film moves along at a wonderful pace and it covers a lot of ground, but you don't leave feeling like the film skimped out on any particular thing. It covers everything, covers it well, and that's all up to the director. Plus, I think slow-mo was used beautifully, and it was needed because that's the direction this DCEU is headed in currently. But you never lose track of what it is you're watching. It's never just like a jumbled pile of action mess. Everything is clear, everything is concise, it's beautifully shot. The cinematography in this movie, amazing. I mean, it is just gorgeously shot. Also, huge kudos to all of the actors here. Gal Gadot, you make a wonderful, wonderful Wonder Woman. I thought she was absolutely fantastic, and she's asked to do quite a lot. And I've always worried with Gal Gadot, is she going to be able to pull off the heavier emotional acting scenes in any of her films? And she really just does it so beautifully well. She pulls off hopeful, she pulls off kind, she pulls off sincere, just so well. And I feel like she, along with the script, beautifully embodied what Wonder Woman is supposed to be all about, and I absolutely loved it. I also absolutely loved Chris Pine. I thought he was fantastic. I think he pulled off everything he needed to pull off really, really well. As well as all of our background characters were wonderful. So I talked a bit about the action, and that action is so superb in this movie. I absolutely loved the beach fight with the Amazons versus the Germans. It looked just as gorgeous as we knew it was going to look, but it was just so awesome, so badass. It was so cool to see the Amazons just in action, working together to fight this advanced weaponry and kicking ass while doing it. I also think the end action sequence was a huge payoff. The battle sequence where she's coming through with the shield against the guns, and all the way through to the end of that action sequence, fantastic. And with that message, I loved basically what it says about humanity. I love the underlying message of doing what you believe in. Doing what you know is right. And humans aren't perfect. We're never going to be perfect. And I think there was a really, really poignant and beautiful scene between Chris Pine and Gal Gadot right amidst the big action scene near the end that really worked just so well. I thought it was really fantastic. So I did really love this movie, but as all movies, it does have a couple of small little negatives that I'm going to go ahead and throw out there. The first of those is that while I do think the action was really great, a couple of the things that they needed to accomplish, especially with the rope in particular, it did look a tiny bit video game-esque. You could tell that that wasn't a real human pulling off those stunts. So it distracted me for just a second, but it still looked good. It just clearly was not an actual human doing it. But that was literally the only visual flaw for me. Everything else was fantastic. I also loved the end message and that Wonder Woman kind of gets her power from love. But I do have a small complaint about the ending. And I know this is going to be super SJW of me. And it's only kind of accurate. But in the end, Wonder Woman derives her power from love. But it's really, a man that's giving her the inspiration to get up and do what she needs to do. And her friends are a part of that, and some of the other soldiers, and even her enemy is all kind of a part of leading up to her getting in there and getting into this battle. But really, it's like the man that is the catalyst to push her to where she needs to be. And I was kind of just like, oh. We could have done with not such a heavy-handed love, like romantic love, kind of pushed into that final battle sequence. Again, there's love coming from other places, but it just was very much like, Steve Trevor is your inspiration. But really, those are my only gripes. I absolutely loved this film. It hit everything I was hoping it would hit. It delivered on every single front. I'm so happy that DC finally got one right, and when they did hit one right, it was Wonder Woman. So take note, Hollywood. A woman directed an amazing action superhero film that was shot beautifully with amazingly well-directed cast and really well-directed action sequences. Action sequences that were more clear and better shot than most of these other action films that have been released recently. That, guess what, were directed by men. So take note, Hollywood. It can be done by both genders. So I can't recommend that you go see Wonder Woman enough. Please, go see it. Full price ticket. It's arguably the best comic book movie to come out so far in 2017. It has everything you want from a big blockbuster. You'll have an amazing time. So I just recommend this. Full price, IMAX, most expensive ticket you can get. It's amazing. So, that has been my review of Wonder Woman. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below, and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on our latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see Wonder Woman? Have you already seen it? If you did, what did you think? Comment down below. If you have yet to see it, are you excited for it? Let me know in the comments either down below or you can hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your support. Mwah! Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!